All right, what's good, y'all? So this for the Tech fans, man. Officially, they're going to be in the Pop Tart Bowl. Yes, sir. They're going to be in Orlando going up against Brett Bachmeyer and obviously the Cougars. This is after Notre Dame declined to accept their bowl invite. And once again, I don't blame Notre Dame. I would have not accepted it either. They got really screwed over. We talked about it in the last video. Y'all go watch that. But this game is very interesting. Two similar styles, right? When you look at BYU, they want to run the ball with Brett Bachmeyer, obviously dual threat quarterback, and obviously LJ Martin, who's one of the best cornerbacks in the Big 12. A team that finished the year 11-1 and leads the all-time series 3-1 against obviously Georgia Tech. Now look, at this point, right, you're not playing for anything crazy but a bowl victory. Final game for a lot of the seniors for Georgia Tech: Haynes King, Amari Harvey, Jamal Haynes, Keelan Rutledge, Joe Fusau. All those guys are playing their final game. Clayton Powell Lee as well. Well, I look at obviously BYU now. They just couldn't beat Texas Tech. They turned over the ball a lot. I think 4 consecutive turnovers is what kind of doomed them in that game. Multiple by Roberts of Texas Tech. But overall, it's a pretty good football team. A pretty good defense. Rates, I think, is top 50 in total defense. A team that's been pretty good all season long. Just couldn't quite get it done when they needed to. And I like their head coach, Sataki. He does a really good job, man. And believe it or not, BYU always has a pretty physical bunch. Like I said, they like to run the ball and they like to play good defense, and they allow the turnovers they get in order to help them, obviously, and then they can push the ball down the field, right? Bachmeyer is underrated, but he really can push the ball down the field and hit his weapons in stride. Now, when it comes to Georgia Tech, really good season, right? You was ranked in the College Football Playoff Committee's rankings the entire year, pretty much. You finished off the rankings at number 22. Definitely some missed opportunities in there. If you could have beat NC State, you could have beat obviously Pittsburgh at home. You're in the CFP playoff, obviously. And then the ACC championship game showed us, hey, you know what I'm saying, they ended up knocking out Virginia, who finished the season 10-3. You got a good opportunity to make the college football playoff if you're Georgia Tech. So going forward, you just got to hit on a couple things. It will be tough because, like I said, they're going to be missing a lot of people. No Buster Faulkner, no Jeep Wade. Just lost, obviously, Peyton Joseph to the transfer portal. But nonetheless, they should be just fine. And then when I look at this game for Georgia Tech, getting off to a good start, being able to run the ball as you've been doing all year long with Malachi Hosey and Jamal Haynes, who I suspect will play in this game, and obviously leaning on the passing attack down the field. Isaiah Kenyon has really emerged as a do-it-all receiver for you in the slot, at the X, at the Y, at the Z. Last game from Malik Rutherford. So you got weapons galore, so you should be able to attack the seams of this BYU defense. And then when you have the lead, run the ball as you usually do. But it should be a good game, man. Two really good programs on the rise, in my humble opinion. BYU is that close to making the CFP. Georgia Tech had their opportunities this year, but couldn't quite close the deal. Two teams heading into the right direction, looking to finish strong and build momentum going into the 2026 season. Can't wait for this one. This one will be on ABC, 3:30 kickoff on December 27th. So 2 days after Christmas, these two teams will be in Orlando playing a major bowl game. Can't wait. Should be a lot of fun.